Hi everyone, this is Danielle and welcome to my Booktube Newbie Tag. Yes, I'm a newbie to Booktube and I figured this would be a fun thing to do. As you can tell, it is the Christmas holidays. I have my Christmas tree behind me. I'm wearing my Harry Potter Happy Christmas sweatshirt. And I even have a basket here, Santa Claus, given to me by a friend of mine. Shout out to Bria. And I thought, why not take advantage of this basket and instead of answering the Booktube questions in order as is usually done, I wrote them down on slips of paper and I'm going to randomly choose them from this basket, and that should be a fun time. So let's get started. So this first one is literally the first question on, I know it is, why did you start this channel? Okay. Why did I start this channel? I guess because I like making videos and I like talking about things. Not just books, because this isn't a purely booktube channel, but yeah. So I started this channel because I like talking about things, I love sharing my opinions and interacting with people and discussing opinions with them, going back and forth, and so I thought it would be fun. Next question. Why do you love reading? Honestly, when I was younger, I loved reading because it felt like something special. Like, it felt like something that really smart people did, and I was always like, oh yeah, I'm smart, I'll read. But as I've gotten older, not that I didn't enjoy books when I was younger, but as I've gotten older, the reason I love reading more and more is that I find that reading books, the medium of a novel or nonfiction work or what have you, is so much more enjoyable than, say, watching a movie or playing a video game or even listening to music. I find that a book has so much more opportunity to convey certain messages and give you a perspective on something that you might have never known before. And I think books are really important. Like, when I read them, I just can't get over the beauty of them. And even when they're bad books, I enjoy them because I love to critique them. So, but I think ultimately, like, that was sort of getting around the answer. What I love about books is that they have always spoken to me. I know it's cliche to say that books are sort of friends that you encounter, every single one of them, or people you encounter, and some you make friends with, some you don't, and I think that ultimately books are experiences and I enjoy every single one of them, and that's why, a long answer of why I love to read. Okay. My cat is over there watching me, and she's like, what are you doing? Also, my legs are falling asleep. What challenges do you think starting a booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? Oh, I already know the answer to that. I think time constraints and finding something to talk about. Sometimes I really like a book or really dislike a book, but I don't know how to put into words why I feel that way. So I think that will be hard to do sometimes. Just depends on the book. Sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's hard. And I think the other thing is just time constraints. Getting videos out regularly, because I work on other videos for this channel too, and so it will be hard to manage that, but I'm up to the task. Where do you read? So, where I read typically is either in bed before bed, or I'll read. I have a reading corner in my room, that-a-way, and I sit there and read by my window, maybe have a candle lit, and it's a little recliner chair that it's like really tiny. It fits in the little corner of my room, and it's a nice little place to read. So yeah, that's where I read. What are some fun and unique things you can bring to Booktube? Well, I already know the answer to that. One is that I think I'm crafty. I think I'm unique. I don't know. Am I? I don't know. I think I do bring some new crafty ideas to the table, because I'm not sure anybody's done this before on Booktube, and you know, I think I could also bring new perspectives on more than just books, because my channel is not strictly a Booktube channel. I talk about video games quite a bit, and also movies and music and television. So I think that is something fun and unique I can bring to Booktube. How many questions left? I don't know. Okay. What questions would you ask your favorite booktubers? Oh, you know what I would ask them? Can I be your friend? Can we be friends? Let's be friends. I think 3 more? 4 more? 4 more. What kind of books do you like to read? Well, I like to read all kinds of books, but typically the books I find I enjoy the most are literary books. Pulitzer Prize winning books, classic books, those types of things. Or even just like obscure indie books that are considered literary. But I do like nonfiction a lot. I like reading books about religion and school. I mean, you can see my shelf behind me. This is my favorite bookshelf, and you can see those are the Harry Potter books. So I'm a big fan of Harry Potter, but I won't say I'm a big fan of fantasy. I love Harry Potter, Game of Thrones, but I'm not a huge fantasy fan. Nonfiction-wise, I really love books that dissect different media or stories. So, like, I love books written about Disney and like the history of the Disney company, or like critiquing Disney films, or fleshing them out a bit more, or books like on Harry Potter, like I said, religion, or just tons of different topics. My legs are numb. When did you start reading? Good question. So, this is a hard one to answer because I've been reading since I was really young. My parents used to read to me in bed, and I loved reading so much, or listening to them read to me, that I would actually memorize the books, and then before I could even read, I would be reading them. Not because I could read, but because I memorized the books, and like what words were on each page. So, but I guess, yeah, so I'd say like 2 or 3. I mean, that was because I've always loved books. I mean, we have tons of home videos of me receiving books for Christmas and birthdays, many pictures of me reading. Maybe I'll put one on the screen. Here's somebody enjoying a Christmas present.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like maybe 1 or 2. I mean, I've always loved books. And that hobby only grew as I got older. When I like really started loving reading, yeah, I don't even know how to answer that. Yeah, ever since I was really young, I've always loved books. I'm one of those people, like, you know, like, you'll see like these singers ask like if like, when did you start singing? When did you know you wanted to be a singer? And it's like, oh, from the womb. I knew I wanted to sing when I was like 6 months old. I hope I don't come across them saying that, but it is true. Like, I've always loved reading. I've always been attracted to books, so just being honest. What are you most excited about for this new channel? I'm excited about a lot of things, to be honest, but I'm excited about essays I'm going to post, or I should say I'm excited about all the videos I'm going to post. I have a lot of ideas for video essays. I have a series called Level Story where I talk about story and video games, and I'm excited to talk about books on this channel and hopefully find a community in it. I know there's a huge booktube community, and I would love to be a part of that. Final question. What book or series got you into reading? Interesting. Well, I mean, if I had to pinpoint a book or series that really like got me into the love of reading and like consciously aware that this is something I loved, it would probably be the Little House books by Laura Ingalls Wilder. I know everybody wants me to say Harry Potter or something, but unfortunately to say, I was not a really big Harry Potter fan growing up. I read the books very casually. I just didn't care that much, which I hate to say now, but you know, it's fine. I actually like that I grew up a casual viewer because well, that's a topic for another time, but anyway, Laura Ingalls Wilder was, the book she wrote, I just absolutely loved growing up, and that was the series that really kicked off my love of reading, consciously loving of reading, because obviously, like I said, I've been loving books for quite some time, but what really got me into the love of reading was the Laura Ingalls books. No more questions, and that has been my Booktube Newbie Tag. So, thanks for watching, thanks for welcoming me into the community, Booktube family, and I cannot wait to post more videos and check out all the other booktube people in this community. Alright, this is Danielle, and thank you for watching. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, all of the above. I will see you all in another video. Bye bye.